We see now that it wasn't completely your fault. You have been under the influence of a virus that we attempted to manage. We will deal with him later. For now, let's evolve your training and perfect the test. As we connect to systems across the planet, we have discovered a way to introduce actual aliens. Oh, this is perfect.
She can't mean.
We have located a portal that leads to the alien world. Apparently, the portal was sealed recently.
We closed it at great cost, I might add. My God, she...
The locking codes have been heavily encrypted. It would be impossible to reopen. For you. I just did it while I was talking to you. It wasn't difficult. Most importantly, there are now no ways for you to cheat. The Center for Human Annihilation Studies has the perfect test to measure your performance. And even better, real people will die if you fail. So let's begin.
Fight hard, my friend. Our lives depend on it. I will do what I can to remove this wench from our system and me from her grasp. Fight on!
Be advised that what you are attempting is... The word pony comes from the old French word for young and immature. Did you know that? This simulation can remind you each and every time you lose a fusion power core. Upgrading that tower at this time is an unconventional choice. 73% of past test subjects would choose something else. 99% of those who did were successful. The simulation is pleased to see that you can recover that which you have previously lost. says here that ponies have short legs, wide bodies, heavy bones, thick necks, and broad foreheads. How apt.
Oh, not there. Too late. Never mind. This simulation does not intend to point out every time a fusion power core is lost, but in this case, one just was. That tower was structurally fine. Now it has a sunroom and a den, though. So that's nice. Losing the fusion power core to the alien hordes will result in certain failure.
Well, this test has exceeded all expectations. While you were closing that portal, you let a second group of aliens slip past you. They are heading inland toward
The Human Annihilation Studies Group thanks you for your participation. Based on your success and or failure, you may or may not be contacted for further study on how to/how not to prevent an alien invasion.
Right. I've created a very appealing trap. Appealing to entities such as myself and, well, her. This place has a computer with the fastest circuits, best power grid, and supply of helium. Don't ask why, but after poking around a bit, I've renamed all the helium entries to be called neurotoxin. I think this just might work.
This base will be your sole defense against the incoming aliens. If you survive, we may give you a break until we reopen the portal. Interesting. These facilities are quite advanced.
Aha! Excellent. The neurotoxin was too much for her to resist. Perhaps it was the power grid. Either way, she's moved all her processing here, and I can cut off her escape. Oh, tricky part. I need you tools. We must allow the aliens to steal the power cores from the housing that is powering the computer, then kill them, so the power cores will then back to the secondary housing. I'm connected to that housing. Pull that off, and once I have all the cores and she has enough, I'll be able to shut her down permanently.
You seem to be a bit lax in setting up your defenses. You do realize that these aliens could wipe out an entire city if you don't eliminate them. One could come to a misunderstanding that you are taking this invasion too lightly. It is very important that you defend this base the same way you defended the others.
There you go. It's working. Keep at it.
What are you doing? It is critical that you protect all of the cores in this base.
Keep the cores coming. I'm starting to be able to overcome those shackles with the extra power. friend, to finish this.
Remember how close we were when I was describing you as a majestic horse because you were such a great commander? I remember that. Everyone remembers that. Remember when we were such great partners beating back virtual aliens? We could be partners again against these real aliens. All you need to do is protect my cores. And we can be friends. Good friends. Friends of friends.
Just a few more cores, my friend, and we've got her.
Helium? That is dangerously unlethal. If you continue this, you'll never be a commander. A real commander defends the fusion power cores. Here, I'll delete my decryption routines. No more opened portals. Done. Gone. I don't even remember that I did it.
That's it. You're almost there.
If you send some of those fusion power cores back here, I'll reroute a truck filled with blankets to the orphanage. See what friends we are? Look what you've done.
Shutting down in 3. You monster.
That's it! You've done it! We are free from our infernal testing. You've protected the planet once again and shown your mettle to the world. Congratulations on a job well done. Extraordinary. I need to get my systems back in order. Knows what all she's done to the circuitry of this place, but I'll set things right. You need to celebrate, my friend. Impeccable work.